एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Indian Lawns welcomes. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest. For a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup. March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup. March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup. March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup. March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup. March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup. March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया। दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
Chairman of the Organizing Committee, Davis Cup 2022, Member of Parliament and President of All India Tennis Association to the podium. Sir, please. Om Pathak ji, Co-Chairman Organizing Committee, Davis Cup 2022 and Administrator of the Delhi Gymkhana Club. Mr. Daljit Walia, Member of the Organizing Committee of the Davis Cup 2022. Rohit Rajpal, the Captain of the Indian team. And Aditya Khanna, Tournament Director for Davis Cup 2022 on the podium. Hello and welcome to this historic occasion. We are at the cusp of history as India takes on Denmark soon. The Delhi Gymkhana Club has wonderful memories stored within it. I wasn't even born, but I've been told that this is the same venue the great Ramanathan Krishnan graced as a 9-year-old. Then his son, Ramesh Krishnan, dazzled on it with his superlative performances. I wasn't even born then. People here will remember the 1973 International Grand Prix, where Anand Amritraj made a brilliant comeback and won the trophy, also making this the final venue, which started the professional tennis saga with prize money and razzmatazz. The Amritraj brothers, Ramesh Krishnan, Leander Pace, Mahesh Bhupati, Zishan Ali, and many more have since etched their name in history. Today we have assembled here to celebrate the Indian tricolour and tennis on the grass courts at the Delhi Gymkhana Club. I am pleased to welcome Honourable Chairman of the Organising Committee of Davis Cup 2022, President of All India Tennis Association and Member of Parliament, Dr. Anil Jain ji. The Administrator of the Delhi Gymkhana Club and Organising Committee and a Co-Chairman of the Organising Committee of Davis Cup, Om Pathak ji. Mr. Daljit Walia, the part of the Davis Cup Organizing Committee and someone who has seen this place for years. The captain of the Indian team, Mr. Rohit Rajpal, and Aditya Khanna, who is the tournament director for the Davis Cup and is actively present in the senior tennis circuit. We welcome you all, sir. Thank you for gracing the occasion. The floor is now open for questions.
But before that, we do not request.
Absolutely. My bad, sir. I would like to call upon the podium Dr. Anil Jain ji. So please.
हम सब के लिए गर्व की और सम्मान की बात है कि हम इस लेजेंडरी क्लब में डेविस कप का आयोजन कर रहे हैं और ये तब और ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है जब 1973 के बाद 2022 में ऑलमोस्ट 50 इयर्स तो उसके बाद फिर से जिमखाना में डेविस कप का आयोजन हो रहा है और ये मुझे लगता है कि टेनिस की हिस्ट्री में बिफोर 2022 एंड आफ्टर 2022 ये यादगार रहेगा। आज के इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में उपस्थित श्री ओम पाठक जी जो नॉन ब्यूरोक्रेट हैं, मैं लखनऊ मेडिकल कॉलेज में पढ़ता था तब ये वहाँ के डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट होते थे। इनकी नेम प्लेट हजरतगंज में बड़ी प्रोमिनेंस से दिखती थी। ओम पाठक जी खाली यहाँ के एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर ही नहीं, हमारी इस डेविस कप ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी के वाइस चेयरमैन भी है और सोशियो पॉलिटिकली बहुत एक्टिव हैं। आप सब लोग जानते होंगे, मैं उसको बहुत एलेबोरेट नहीं करूँगा। आप मिलिट्री की भी सेवाएं कर चुके हैं ब्यूरोक्रेसी के साथ साथ, और बहुत बड़े एजुकेशनिस्ट हैं। ऐसे श्री ओम पाठक जी हमारे साथ हैं, हम सब बहुत गौरवान्वित हैं। डेविस कप के कैप्टन रोहित राजपाल जी, रोहित राजपाल इज ए नोन नेम, और रोहित राजपाल ने डेविस कप के आज नॉन प्लेइंग कैप्टन है, लेकिन इन्होंने डेविस कप में शिरकत की है, भारत की तरफ से खेला है और जीता भी है। तमाम नेशनल और इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर अपनी धूम मचाई है। देश के जो बहुत बड़े प्लेयर्स, लीजेंडरी प्लेयर्स कहते हैं, लिएंडर पेस, महेश भूपति, इन सब के साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर देश का नाम रोशन किया है। ऐसे रोहित राजपाल हमारे कैप्टन हमारे साथ में हैं। श्री दलजीत वालिया जी दिल्ली जिमखाना से हैं। वालिया साहब बहुत कीन टेनिस प्लेयर और टेनिस की ऊंचाइयों को देखना चाहते हैं, करना चाहते हैं, और दिन रात अथक परिश्रम करके इस डेविस कप को किस प्रकार से ऊंचाइयां मिले इसके लिए प्रयासरत हैं। ऐसे दलजीत वालिया जी। हमारे यंग फ्रेंड जो इस टूर्नामेंट के टूर्नामेंट डायरेक्टर हैं आदित्य खन्ना साहब। आदित्य आज भी सीनियर प्लेयर्स वाली कैटेगरी में दुनिया भर में खेलने जाते हैं और भारत का नाम रोशन करते हैं। आदित्य यहाँ जब से हमने ये कंसेप्ट को कंसीव किया है कि हम यहाँ डेविस कप कराएंगे, तब से सब प्रकार की निटी ग्रिटी को ठीक करने में, देखभाल करने में आदित्य हमारे साथ में है। आदित्य खन्ना जी। At the outset, I extend my heartiest welcome to all of you to this press conference on the eve of upcoming Davis Cup tournament. This tournament, this tie is going to be played between India and Denmark, scheduled to be held at Delhi Gymkhana Club on 4th and 5th March. After almost 2 years of lockdown across the world, ITA is extremely pleased to offer a world-class event in Delhi to tennis fans across the country. However, all COVID-related protocols and checks as per the government rules, as per the ITF rules, will be strictly implemented at the venue for the players, officials, and the spectators. For the first time in the Davis Cup, it will be televised, live televised by the biggest private channel, that is Sony, and Doordarshan has also agreed to display this. So, with the wide coverage of Doordarshan and the very, very prestigious coverage by Sony, this Davis Cup will be televised live. And thanks to our co-chairman, Om Pathak ji and Rohit Rajpal ji, which both of them have made it happen. I am thankful to the government of India. भारत सरकार ने हमारे बहुत मदद की है जी, और भारत सरकार की मदद के कारण से जिस प्रकार का जहां हमने सपोर्ट मांगा, ओवरवेलमिंग सपोर्ट सरकार ने दिया है। और सरकार की खेलो इंडिया की नीति, हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की खेलो इंडिया नीति के तहत खेल के लिए कहीं पर भी कोई भी आवश्यकता पड़ती है तो सरकार खुद में और सरकार के विभिन्न अवयव खेलों को सपोर्ट करने के लिए आगे आते हैं, और इसी वजह से हम इतना बड़ा मेगा शो या डेविस कप का कर पा रहे हैं। ये हम भारत सरकार के बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं। हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी में दिल्ली जिमखाना और डेविस कप टाई के लिए जो हमारी इंडियन टीम है, इस बार हमारी टीम जोशो खरोश में है और बहुत अच्छा करने वाली है। हम अपनी टीम को जो ज़रूरत है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की, माहौल की, व्यवस्थाओं की, वो हम सब कर रहे हैं। और टीम से हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि टीम अपने पूरे 100% के साथ इस बार का डेविस कप हम 100% जीतने वाले हैं। ऐसी हम टीम से अपेक्षा करते हैं और हमारी टीम इसके लिए तैयार है। As Indian, we are proud of our traditions टू बी ग्रेट होस्ट। हम डेनमार्क की टीम के लिए हम अपना हृदय की गहराइयों से उनका स्वागत करते हैं। आई एक्सटेंड वार्म वेलकम in advance to the Denmark team and wish them a memorable stay and wonderful tournament. We are expecting some of our legendary players like Shri Vijay Amratraj, Shri Jaideep Mukherjee and many more. I think Rohit will tell you about these players who are coming. So we are going to honor them as well in this event. Tennis विंबलडन के बाद दुनिया में सबसे अच्छे ग्रीन और ग्रास कोर्ट्स विंबलडन के बाद दुनिया में ये हम सब हमें इसका फख्र है, गौरव है कि ऐसे कोर्ट्स यहाँ दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब में हैं। और 28 कोर्ट मैंने जब पहली बार देखा तब तक डेविस कप की बात नहीं थी और ओम पाठक साहब ने ऐसे ही मुझे इनवाइट किया था कि आप आइटा के प्रेसिडेंट हैं, हम और आइटा मिलकर यहाँ स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी को कैसे बड़ा कर सकते हैं। तो हमने सोचा था कि हम जिमखाना क्लब को सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस बनाएंगे विद आइटा एंड जिमखाना। तब तक डेविस कप को हमने कंसीव नहीं किया था, लेकिन तब जब मैंने पहली बार देखा कि 28 कोर्ट हिंदुस्तान में लॉन और वेल मेंटेन्ड ग्रास कोर्ट, तो मैं जब विंबलडन गया था तब तो उसके बाद से मैंने कहीं दुनिया में नहीं देखा। मैं बहुत जगह गया लेकिन ऐसे सुंदर मेंटेन्ड ग्रास कोर्ट कहीं नहीं है। तो हमने कहा कि इस फैसिलिटी को देश के लिए, अपकमिंग प्लेयर्स के लिए हमें प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए और इससे जिमखाना का भी नाम ऊंचा हो और आइटा का भी नाम ऊंचा हो। इस प्रकार का हमने सोच रखी थी और विद गॉड्स ग्रेस ITF ने हमको डेविस कप दिया और डेविस कप का आयोजन हमने पाठक साहब से बात की तो उन्होंने शहर से स्वीकृति दी कि आप हमारे यहाँ करिए, हम सब प्रकार की व्यवस्थाएं भी आपको देंगे, नीड नॉट वरी, आप जो चाहें वो करिए और हम सब प्रकार की व्यवस्थाएं देंगे। इतने खुले दिल से इन्होंने डेविस कप को स्वीकार किया और स्वागत किया है, हम इनके शुक्रगुजार हैं। लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, आई एम थैंकफुल टू ओम पाठक जी एंड हिज टीम। जो मैंने बताया ये तो पढ़ा हुआ मैं बोल रहा हूँ। माई कोलीग्स एट आइटा एंड DLTA फॉर देयर tireless efforts in preparation of and hosting the Davis Cup tie. In the end, I extend my best wishes to my team for the upcoming tie, Indian team, and I really thanks to all my press friends जो आप लोग आए यहाँ अपने वक्त निकाला और इस डेविस कप की ऊंचाइयों को आप सही मायने में नीचे तक ले जाएंगे। आगे आने वाले समय में जब डेविस कप की टाई यहाँ हो रही होगी उसके बारे में भी आपके आर्टिकल्स, आपके ट्वीट्स, आपकी इसको डिसेमिनेट करने में, क्योंकि भारत में टेनिस को कैसे पॉपुलराइज किया जाए, जो स्कूल से ये एलाइट तक कैसे टेनिस फैले और टेनिस में लोग अपना पार्टिसिपेशन करें। वैसे देश में करीब करीब 8 से 10 लाख बच्चे टेनिस में अपना करियर बनाने के लिए शुरू करते हैं। तो उनको अगर हमने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर दे दिया, हमारा मकसद है देश में, और जब से मैंने आइटा में आया हूँ तो कि 3 चीज़ बहुत प्रोमिनेंटली होनी चाहिए। तो उसमें जो सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस हम देश के टू स्टार्ट विथ 4 कोनों में बनाने वाले हैं, फिर आगे 8 सेंटर्स हम सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस बनाएंगे। इनको नेशनल टेनिस सेंटर्स कहेंगे, जहां पर बच्चों के लिए रहना, खाना और एक्सीलेंट टेनिस का ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम चले। तो टेनिस की ट्रेनिंग नंबर 1, नंबर 2 इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। देश के सब भागों में टेनिस के, क्योंकि टेनिस थोड़ा सा महंगा खेल है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को बनाना और मेंटेन करना मुश्किल काम होता है, तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। और तीसरी चीज़ टूर्नामेंट। जब तक टूर्नामेंट नहीं होंगे तब तक हम अपने प्लेयर्स को माहौल नहीं दे पाएंगे। तो हम बहुत हर लेवल के टूर्नामेंट बढ़ाएं और प्लेयर्स का पार्टिसिपेशन बढ़े और उस पार्टिसिपेशन से हम चैंपियनशिप तक पहुँचें और भारत एक दिन ग्रैंड स्लैम जीत कर लाए, ये हमारा उद्देश्य है, ये हमारा सपना है। हमारे खिलाड़ी इसको जरूर पूरा करेंगे। आप सब लोगों की दुआ मिलेगी, आप सब लोगों का आशीर्वाद मिलेगा, आप सब लोग का सपोर्ट होगा तो हम जरूर ये अचीव करेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Dr. Anil Jain ji, for gracing this special occasion. I would like to call on stage Mr. Om Pathak ji. So please grace the podium.
धूप तेज हो रही है और इस पूरे कार्यक्रम की रूपरेखा डॉक्टर अनिल जैन साहब ने आप सामने बहुत विस्तार से रख दी है। कुछ और अधिक ऐड नहीं करना है, except for the fact that it is a proud moment for the Delhi Gymkhana Club to host the Davis Cup after a gap of 49 years. We will not only bring glory to the Davis Cup will also bring glory to the club. So we do think interactively either side will be a gainer. And the top gainer, ladies and gentlemen, will be the sport of tennis as a trigger which will provide two things. One, which is so essential for the development of a sport. One is the visibility. And we have made Herculean attempts as never before to make sure that we build a phenomenal outreach, take the Davis Cup across every tennis player anywhere in the country. So the build-up to the Davis Cup has been one of the features of this. That is essential to build the visibility that any sport needs for its development. And the second thing is the winning. Now with the visibility and the winning, any sport can really come up. India has proven that time and again. It's just a question of providing the right kind of ecosystem for a game to grow. So this tournament, ladies and gentlemen, will be the watershed between what happened in tennis before and what shall happen hereafter. It is not a quid pro quo, you scratch my back and I scratch yours, but the fact of the matter is that Dr. Anil Jain, as the president of ITA, has brought in very fresh thinking into the whole business of supporting and developing this sport. And I'm sure under his very dynamic leadership and his very simple mind, tennis is going to be the major gainer. Let the best team win, and given the support of the media, both print, electronic and all forms of social and electronic media, and in building this partnership with you, ladies and gentlemen, with the press, we are absolutely certain that ITA, Gymkhana and the press and all the tennis lovers will provide a fresh impetus to the development of the game. Thank you very much, and we continue to look forward to your support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Om Pathak ji, Co-Chairman, Organizing Committee, Davis Cup 2022 and Administrator of the Delhi Gymkhana Club. I would like to call on stage Mr. Daljit Walia, who is the member of the Organizing Committee of Davis Cup 2022.
Frankly, I was not informed that I'm supposed to be talking to you gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen today, but welcome to the Delhi Gymkhana Club on this great event of forthcoming Davis Cup, which incidentally is the World Cup of tennis. It is captioned as the World Cup of tennis. We won the Davis Cup first in '61 against Japan. We followed it up in 1966 when we beat Germany, and Krishnan and Jaideep Mukherjee beat their number one player, Wilhelm Bongert, and we won it 3-2. And that took us to the finals of the Davis Cup against Australia. After that, in 1973, we had a very major tournament here, the Grand Prix, where Vijay Amrit Raj beat Mal Anderson, one of the top players of Australia. He was down in the fifth set, 9-11, and went on to beat him in the fifth set. So we've had some very major events in this glorious club, on these glorious grass courts. Way back in 1958, I don't know how many of you people know, the Kramer Circus has played exhibition matches here. And the people who played the exhibition matches included Pancho Segura, Andrea Gimeno, Ken Rosewall, and Alex Olmedo. Several of these people have won Wimbledon titles, and they've all played exhibition matches on these beautiful grass courts. I'm just going back a little on the history of our club, where Krishnan came here as an 8-year-old boy with his father, Mr. T.R. Krishnan, to see tennis matches here. And in 1960, at the age of 15, he won the first national juniors title. After that, his son Ramesh has won a juniors title. So we've had 3 generations of Ramanathan Krishnan's family who have played here. I think you're going to watch some very interesting tennis coming ahead of us. Dr. Jain and Mr. Pathak has already given enough information on it. And we're now going to be sitting and answering questions once the other gentlemen have spoken to you. But I'm looking forward to meeting up with you, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, again. And as always, we require your support. You are our VIPs, and we look forward to seeing you again during the matches also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Walia. I would like to request the captain of our Indian Davis Cup team, Rohit Rajpal, to come to the podium.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to this tie and the press conference. My special thanks to our very energetic President, Dr. Anil Jain, who's I think after a long time we've had a president who's so active and rather proactive, pushing everyone to reach new heights and to perform better. So I think a big hand for him for pushing all of us to achieve these heights. And after that, I'd like to thank, I think, a big surprise factor for Indian tennis and a big support that we've got is Mr. Om Pathak. Again, I've been here as president of Delhi as well for the last few weeks. It's actually been a privilege to work with you, sir. And we learnt a lot how to organize things and the way you've endlessly worked morning and night, I think sets a great example for the entire team. Mr. Daljit Walia, again, thank you, Chairman of the Sports Committee of Gymkhana, again supporting us day and night, taking care of all details. We chose grass courts with a lot of thought, and India has played some of its best matches in Davis Cup on grass. So I think it was very crucial that we had the support of Gymkhana, and I must say that everyone here, even JP sir, the secretary, everybody down to, and the organizing team, whether it's Manish, Achint, everybody, they've really sort of put in their best morning till night. And we're really trying to take the organization to another level. and looking forward to this match. I also like to thank the team of AITA, Bishwadeep, our DLTA directors, especially Colonel Chauhan, again, putting in morning and night over here, trying to take care of every little detail. So, yeah, we've really tried to do our best, and little to details to everything has been given, and I really hope you can see that in the coming days, and that you enjoy this experience of Davis Cup for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rohit sir. Last but not the least, Aditya Khanna, the Tournament Director for the Davis Cup 2022. Please, all yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you all for coming over. And you know, we need these sort of conferences to make tennis popular in India, and we need your support. So first of all, thank you for that. For me, I mean, Davis Cup is, I've grown up seeing Davis Cup. So for me, it's a great honor to be tournament director of Davis Cup, and a huge thank you to Dr. Anil Jain sir for entrusting me this responsibility. So thank you so much it's a big honor for me to be tournament director of the Davis Cup. So, you know, I mean, I've also grown up on these Gymkhana tennis courts. I'm a proud member over here, and, you know, seeing these Gymkhana tennis courts, grass courts, one of the best, most beautiful facility in the world, I think, of grass courts in India. So, and I don't know, many people would not know, but my association with Om Pathak sir also goes down for years. And I know his love for tennis, and I know his love for sport. So when I found out that he's involved with Gymkhana Club, we tried to work out things and see if we can have tennis events or something like that here. And now we're standing here hosting one of the biggest World Cup of tennis in India, and thanks to Om Pathak sir and Anil Jain sir for actually having it over here. A huge thank you to Daljit Walia ji also for taking responsibility of the Gymkhana Club and helping us in organizing all these things, because Gymkhana Club has been so supportive in terms of making this event happen. And the way it is coming up, I totally believe, I mean, I've seen many Davis Cup, been part of Davis Cup before as well. I was tournament director of India versus Spain, but I just feel that this Davis Cup is going to be a landmark event for India, and a Davis Cup which India has never seen before. So a round of applause for the organizing committee who's involved with this, and we hope that everybody enjoys this Davis Cup a lot. One more thing I'd like to add is that this year, why it'll be, I think, is going to be a landmark event, because first of all, the stands we've created are looking beautiful. We have a fan park. We have good hospitality services as well. We have VIP areas. We have television sets. We have LED screens for people to watch. We've created parks as well where people can watch and eat the matches while they're having food as well. So all things are getting taken care of. What we want to create is not just the audience coming for a tennis match, but we want to create an experience for them. Like if we go for an ATP event or a Grand Slam, we have an experience of a sporting event. And thanks to the whole organizing committee, which has been so hardworking and so helpful in order to sort of achieve that. And I'm sure this year is going to be absolutely excellent. So thank you all for your support, and we look forward to your continued support to make tennis more popular, and during the Davis Cup as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll leave it open for questions now.
Thank you so much, Aditya. We're going to go live now. I have a few questions. पहला सवाल डॉक्टर अनिल जैन जी से है. सर, आईटा का क्या इनिशिएटिव है टेनिस को प्रमोट करने के लिए इंडिया में?
जैसे मैंने अभी ओपनिंग रिमार्क में बोला है, हम चाहते हैं कि देश में टेनिस में 3 चीज़ बहुत ज़रूरी है. पहली तो टेनिस के प्रति बच्चों में, पब्लिक में रुझान बढ़े. तो डेविस कप जैसी इस प्रेस्टिजियस टाई को अगर हम यहाँ ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं और पॉपुलराइज करते हैं, तो निश्चित रूप से देश में टेनिस के प्रति बच्चों का, स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन्स का, फैमिलीज़ का रुझान बढ़ेगा और बढ़ रहा है. तो पहला तो ये है कि लोग टेनिस को समझें, जानें और आगे आएँ. दूसरा, फिर टेनिस के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को हम प्रोवाइड कर सकें देश में, जगह जगह कोर्ट्स हों, एकेडमीज हों, इसके साथ अच्छी ट्रेनिंग हो। और ट्रेनिंग के लिए देश में एकेडमी भी खुल रही है, ट्रेनिंग भी दे रहे हैं लोग, लेकिन कोचेस की अच्छी व्यवस्था हो। तो हम चाहते हैं कि हम कोचेस की भी ट्रेनिंग के लिए, कोचेस की खुद की उनकी ट्रेनिंग के लिए भी हम सेंटर बना रहे हैं, जिससे कोचेस, अच्छे कोचेस डेवलप होंगे तो वो अच्छी ट्रेनिंग देंगे। और तीसरी चीज़ टूर्नामेंट आइटा चाहती है कि देश में जगह जगह, अब जैसे ये कोविड का रेस्ट्रिक्शन ख़त्म हो रहा है और हमने अपने प्लेयर्स को फिजिकली एंड मेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग किया है पर टूर्नामेंट्स के लिए, और टूर्नामेंट्स में लोग अब आ रहे हैं और उनमें जितने ज़्यादा टूर्नामेंट होंगे उतने ज़्यादा प्लेयर्स हमारे निकलेंगे और हम उनको सब प्रकार की फैसिलिटीज अपने प्लेयर्स को दें। नेशनल टेनिस सेंटर्स बनाए, सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस, ये हम बनाने जा रहे हैं। इसकी हमने एक बड़ी शॉर्ट टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान तैयार किए हैं, उसके अनुरूप हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं।
बहुत बेहतरीन सर, अगला सवाल भी आप ही से है। आपने कोविड का जिक्र भी किया था, तो कितना चैलेंजिंग रहा है ये एलीट टूर्नामेंट डेविस कप, लाइक टू पुट इट टुगेदर? कितनी डिफ़िकल्टी रही है? क्योंकि हमने देखा है 2 साल में बहुत सारी चीज़ें बंद हो गई, हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें नहीं कर पाए। तो स्पोर्ट्स फ्रेटर्निटी में कैसा रहा है एंड हाउ डिफ़िकल्ट एंड चैलेंजिंग हैज़ इट बीन?
ये डिफिकल्ट था, इट वाज चैलेंजिंग, इट वाज डिफिकल्ट, बट वी कुड organize tournaments also as per the guidelines of the government of India and the different state guidelines. We stick to the guidelines, but हमने अभी सारे प्लेयर्स के कोचेस का, उनकी फैमिलीज को वैक्सीनेटेड है, RT-PCR कराकर उसके बीच में भी हमने टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइज किए हैं। ये टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइज करने के साथ साथ उनका मेंटल एंड फिजिकल स्टेटस स्ट्रॉन्ग रहे, इसकी हमने बीच बीच में काउंसलिंग के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हमारे हेड कोच हैं आइटा के जीशान अली और उसकी टीम ने बहुत लोगों को इस अलग अलग प्रकार के साइकोलॉजिस्ट, स्पोर्ट्स साइकोलॉजिस्ट, इनको इन्वॉल्व करके बच्चों को उनका मेंटल मेकअप बना रहे स्पोर्ट्स के प्रति, और फिजिकली हमारे फिजिकल ट्रेनर्स उसको लग देते रहे। टूर्नामेंट नहीं हो पाए लेकिन अब हो रहे हैं तो अच्छा कर रहे हैं।
बहुत थैंक यू सो मच सर, इतनी डिटेल में हमको चीज़ें बताने के लिए। ओम पाठक सर, अगला सवाल आपसे है, क्योंकि हम कोविड की ही बात कर रहे हैं, तो आप बता सकते हैं कि किस तरीके की प्रिकॉशंस लिए जा रहे हैं प्लेयर्स के लिए, स्टाफ के लिए ड्यूरिंग द डेविस कप?
देखिए, यहाँ जो लोग भी टूर्नामेंट में किसी भी रूप में जो भागीदारी करेंगे, उनका कोविड एप्रोप्रिएट बिहेवियर और उनका डबल वैक्सीनेशन होना अनिवार्य है, चाहे वो दर्शक हों और चाहे वो प्लेयर्स हों और चाहे वो ऑफिशियल्स हों। तो यानी कि इस पूरे वेन्यू पे एडमिट केवल उन्हीं लोगों को किया जा रहा है जो ऑलरेडी फुली वैक्सीनेटेड हैं। और दूसरा, वेन्यू के अंदर आने से पहले हमने जगह जगह वो चेक पॉइंट्स इस्टेब्लिश किए हैं जहां पर कि बाकायदा ये इंश्योर किया जाएगा कि उसकी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन भी पूरी है और लोग स्वस्थ हैं। तो और भगवान की कृपा से यही कहा जाए कि इस समय कोविड पहले की अपेक्षा खत्म होने की तरफ है, पर इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम अपना गार्ड लेट डाउन करेंगे, ऐसा नहीं करेंगे, परंतु ये एक एडिशनल ऊपर से कृपा हुई कि वो भी हमारे पक्ष में जा रहा है।
करेक्ट।
तो इस तरह से मुझे यकीन है कि कोविड के लिए जो जो प्रिकॉशंस हमने लेने हैं वो सब जगह में रहेंगे।
सब प्लेयर्स के लिए कैसा रहेगा? बायो बबल की बात हुई थी, टेल अस मोर अबाउट दैट।
उसके बारे में आपको हमारे टीम कैप्टन बता पाएंगे।
अच्छा, ठीक है, वील पास ऑन द माइक टू रोहित साहब। सर, पहला सवाल तो आपसे है कि इंडिया competed in its first Davis Cup in 1921 और फिर we finished up as 3 times runners up, 1966, 1974 and 1987. इस दफ़े क्या चांसेस हैं इंडिया के डेविस कप में?
So I think we have a very good chance, but you know, while we have a very good chance, we don't like to take anything lightly. That's not the way our team thinks. And hello, yeah. So you know, in Davis Cup, you can't take anything for granted, and you shouldn't take anything for granted. So we say we have good chances, and you know, we have the advantage of the playing surface, and we have the home advantage of the crowd as well.
Absolutely.
So I think all these things should work in our favor, even though these things, you know, for some players, it's added pressure to perform at home. But I think we're going to keep the boys in good humor to be able to take that and perform better.
Super. And since we were talking about the bio bubble, tell us more about it, sir.
So I think the way things are going, it's normally the referee's choice and the ITF that decides that. The previous matches that we've played in a bubble, which means that you know, especially the players and the umpires and the referees, people who are directly involved in playing, are kept in closed environment, which means we you know, we are put in an apartment, we eat in separately, and then we come to the court, and that's it. You can't mix around with anybody. But I don't think that the referee is going to do that. So far we don't have any indication that we are going to be playing in a bubble. However, COVID appropriate behavior is going to be observed all across.
Got it. Noted, sir. So tell me 3 factors that make Team India absolute favorite.
Sorry, absolutely.
Favorites.
Well, the first most important thing is that I think our players are, you know, traditionally India has performed very well on grass. So I think that's going to be a big factor. Some of, you know, grass is suited to some of our players like Ram Kumar. I think grass would suit him quite a bit, the way he plays. Yuki Bambri, again, the coach, his favorite surface is also grass. Rohan Bopanna, again has a huge serve and great volleys, one of the best players in doubles. So he's, you know, grass suits him. And the rest of the boys as well, you know, Saket and Divic, they're all very familiar with grass and comfortable playing on grass. So that's, I think, a very good factor. The second one, like I said, we're playing on the home surface with the crowds behind us. It keeps the players motivated, and hopefully it will help us perform better. So I think... hello? Yeah. Hello? Yeah. So I think Davis Cup is another thing. I think Indians generally, as you've seen, you know, India has a great history. I think I'm more emotional about Davis Cup than the rest of the countries that I see playing, especially the new players that I see are treated more like a professional match. Indians are more emotional. I think Davis Cup means a lot to them. So I think all these factors are in our favor to be able to take the tie home.
Absolutely. And fingers crossed, obviously.
Absolutely.
My next question is for Aditya. Aditya, please tell us more कि अब चूँकि कंपटीशन बहुत नज़दीक आ रहा है तो एंड हम जिक्र कर रहे हैं ग्रास कोर्ट्स का मार्च में स्टार्ट हो रहा है कंपटीशन 4th and 5th को तो कैसी कंडीशन है ग्रास कोर्ट की एंड बिकॉज गर्मी आ रही है बढ़ रही है और घास कैसे बिहेव करेगी उस दौरान
First of all, these grass courts are maintained over years, and you know, these grass courts are being played on for the last 40-50 years, for so many years, and they're regularly being maintained over years. They've been playing, I play very regularly here as well, so over years they've been playing very well. They've got a good bounce, and this time obviously we have our best people who are working on the grass courts, so the grass courts are going to be playing beautifully. They're looking as beautiful as the Wimbledon grass courts, to be honest, and it's going to have a true bounce. Grass courts traditionally are fast, and the ball remains low on grass courts, so that's what is going to happen. And the grass courts are looking absolutely fantastic, and this weather is actually good for the grass courts, because in extreme winter or during that time there's more dew. So I think because a little bit is becoming a little warm now, so the grass courts will behave perfectly. There'll be less of a dew factor now in the mornings as well.
Got it. Superb. Let's move on to Mr. Daljit Walia. Sir, Amritraj family और रामनाथन फैमिली कृष्णन फैमिली के बिना टेनिस एकदम अधूरा ही लगता है जब भी हम बात करें तो कोई मेमोरी शेयर करिए प्लीज़ हमारे साथ उनसे related.
Well, when Krishnan won his first juniors title in 1965, I think, he was 15 years old, and he beat a British player called Alan Mills, who in the 1970s became the referee of Wimbledon and has retired only shortly. Alan Mills was a well-known player. So that's a very historical event. Oh, I was talking of Ramanathan Krishnan. Ramanathan Krishnan. He has played some fantastic matches here. He won against Willem Bungert, who was #1 German player. He gave us the lead in the first singles match, and that actually turned that Davis Cup tie in our favor because we lost the doubles. And next day, third day, fortunately, Jaydeep beat Bungert. He played very well. And Krishnan beat Boding very, very easily. So we've seen some fantastic matches from the Krishnan family as such. Ramesh Krishnan has won juniors title here. The other person who's won juniors title here is Jaydeep Mukherjee beating Premjeet. That was, I think, in 1966. Vijay Amritraj has played a fantastic tournament here. He's played many tournaments, but he played the Indian Open Grand Prix. He first beat Raul Ramirez, and after that in the finals beat Mal Anderson, the great Australian. And Vijay and Anand have done us proud in doubles in many Davis Cup matches that have been held both in the Gymkhana Club and in the DLTA premises.
Superb. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, gentlemen. The house is now open for questions. Just raise your hands and we'll reach out to you.
My question is for Captain Rohit. Rohit, you just said that. Rohit, you just said that for some players, playing before home crowd is added pressure. Can you elaborate on that? How do you say that?
Well, I think that's what Davis Cup, that's what why Davis Cup is special. Because, some of the greatest players may not have been the best Davis Cup players. I mean, you have a Leander Pace, who's been one of the greatest Davis Cup players you've had. You've had Vijay Amritraj, been again one of the greatest players, Ramanathan Krishnan. So traditionally, India has produced some greatest Davis Cuppers around the world. But they've not been top 5, for example, Leander was never ranked top 5, but still I think he holds the world record in the number of matches, if I'm correct. And that's why I say that.
No, I thought maybe you're talking about few players from the current squad, like Prajnesh or Ram Kumar. Maybe they feel the pressure when they are playing before home and there is pressure of performance. They have to win before the home crowd because that is what everyone expects.
These boys, they've already played before. I mean, I think they have the experience of having played some good matches for the country. So I'm quite sure these guys are going to just and rise up to the occasion and perform. Can you hear me now? So I said Ram and you
Rohit, you said that Indian players are strong on grass, but nothing on record to suggest that there are no big victories on grass. Why did you choose grass? They might be the favorite, but nobody has any big victories on grass. None of these players.
Are you talking about current players or previously?
Current. I'm talking about this match. Wouldn't hard court have been better as a surface for this match?
Can you hear me? Yeah. With the experience that I think with the experience we've had in the last couple of ties, grass is going to suit our players. Like I just mentioned earlier, Ram Kumar likes to serve and volley a lot. And so I think for that, grass is much better. Yuki also, we've had long discussions before choosing grass with the players, and I took the comfort level of every player that's on the team to be able to see how it's going to work. And also you have to understand that it's not about just our players, but we have to also see the comfort and the discomfort of the opposite players. So if a Denmark wanted to play, for example, against Ramkumar, I'm sure they wouldn't want to play on grass. They would want to play on a true bounce court, maybe on clay. That would be their first preference, or on hard court. So their discomfort was also one of the factors that we looked at, and that's how we chose grass.
My question to Captain Rohit. We already know that top-ranked Denmark's player already pulls out of Davis Cup. Despite the fact, how do you rate the opponent, the Denmark team?
You know, I've lived in Sweden for 2 years and trained there. We don't take our opponents lightly. Some of these guys don't like to play on the tour, all around the year, and hence their rankings are low. And that's a bit, deceptive about these guys. The standard in Europe is high. And like I said, this is the World Cup. You're not going to get, you're not going to get easy teams playing. It's World Cup of tennis. So we're not himself quite is 67, and we've seen in the previous ties that guys even ranked above 400 have come and beaten some of our players. So like I said, we're not going to take it lightly. We are fully prepared. We're preparing the way we wanted to, and we'll see how it goes.
Sir, कंपटीशन की बात की जाए तो डेनमार्क की जो हाई रैंकिंग प्लेयर है हॉल्गर रूने, वो इस बार मैच में नहीं उतरने वाले हैं, तो आप इससे किस तरह से देखते हैं? कंपटीशन इससे कम होगा या प्लेयर्स को थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस और आएगा?
देखिए, डेनमार्क की टीम में फ्रेडरिक नील्सन है, फॉर एग्जांपल, जो उनके प्लेइंग कैप्टन है. वो फॉर्मर विंबलडन चैंपियन है. आई डोंट नो इफ यू गाइज नो अबाउट इट, बट ही इज बीन अ चैंपियन ऑफ डबल्स. He knows his grass. Then you have Toppegard, and then you have the rest of the guys. So in these European tennis, to survive and even to be ranked, आपको बहुत खेलना है. तो यहाँ पे जैसे कि मैंने बताया, आपको कोई easy मैच नहीं मिलेगा खेलने के लिए. सब अच्छा खेलते हैं और कई बार रैंकिंग जो हैं बहुत हिडन रहती हैं, तो उससे पता नहीं चल पाता है प्लेयर के लेवल का, और फिर आप मैच के अंदर जाके सरप्राइज होते हैं अगर प्लेयर वो करे. तो हम लोग अपने आप को फुली प्रिपेयर्ड रख रहे हैं, और हम हर तरीके के सरप्राइज के लिए, जबकि फ्रेडरिक नील्सन हैज अनाउंस्ड हिज रिटायरमेंट इन ऑस्ट्रेलियन ओपन, बट आई एम क्वाइट श्योर दिस टाइम that he might surprise us by putting his name in doubles. So we are also preparing for that. We are preparing for every eventuality that can come our way.
रोहित जी, हाल में एडिलेड में भारत ने डबल्स खिताब जीता, और उसके अलावा पुणे में भारत डबल्स खिताब जीतने में कामयाब रहा. बेंगलोर में भी हम जीते, लेकिन इनमें कोई भी ग्रास कोर्ट पर मुकाबला नहीं था. तो अब क्योंकि कैंप भारत का शुरू हो गया है 23 फरवरी से, तो कितने प्लेयर्स यहाँ पर पहुंचे हैं, कितने फिट हैं, और आप समझते हैं कि इतना कम टाइम में सफिशिएंट प्रैक्टिस हो पाएगी भारतीय खिलाड़ियों को?
देखिए, मैंने फिनलैंड की टाई के अंदर पहली बार ट्राई किया था रामकुमार को और रोहन बोपन्ना को. तो इसलिए ट्राई किया था क्योंकि वहाँ की जो कंडीशंस थी और जो कोर्ट था वो काफ़ी स्लो था, और जो सर्व्स थी वो सेटअप कर रही थी. तो उस वजह से मुझे बिग सर्विंग प्लेयर्स चाहिए थे, ताकि अगर हम डबल्स में अपनी सर्व्स ही होल्ड कर पाएंगे तो एक बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज होता है. तो वो पहला मैच था, तो बहुत क्लोज मैच हम लोग हारे थे वो वाला. लेकिन उसके बाद से इन दोनों ने काफ़ी इकट्ठा खेल के, जैसे कि आपने देखा एडिलेड भी जीता इन्होंने, जो कि बड़ा टूर्नामेंट था, $250,000. उसके बाद पूना, विच इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी बिग टूर्नामेंट, and they strategized and changed. So we had Ramkumar play the backhand court, which was very surprising because Rohan is a specialist of the backhand court. So we tried changing the combinations to see the best that can come out from each player, and that seemed to have worked very well for Ram and Rohan playing the opposite side. And so now coming to whether their preparation, I think having won 2 big tournaments like this and playing week after week of tournaments, you are match sharp. And now what they need to do is to come here and get used to the bounce and the grass that we have created. They are experienced grass court players, both of them. And so I'm quite hopeful that the team is all here now. I'm quite hopeful that we have enough days. That's why we are here early. And we have enough days to be able to prepare and be sharp.
My question is for Mr. Om Patak. How many spectators can be accommodated for this tie? How easy will it be for them to come and watch the matches? And will there be tickets?
Firstly, there are no priced. Can you hear me? There are no priced tickets, and all tickets are complimentary tickets. That's answering one of your questions. Second is that total seating capacity is around 3,800. And your third question was how easy it is. Well, we have worked hard on working out the detail of the movement of people coming in and going out. So we are absolutely ready, and we assume that there shall be no problem with regard to the people coming in and going out. See, quite apart from the level of the sport, at the level at which the game is played, it is also very important that the spectators, who are equal stakeholders in the game, that we give the players and the spectators an experience that they shall remember. So creating that experience is an essential part of an international tournament. So we have worked very hard on creating that experience.
Super. Thank you so much. Thank you, media. और fans के
One question.
अच्छा, we'll make it the last question. जल्दी से पूछ लीजिए sir.
Question for Rohit. Rohit, agar if we look at the last 3-4 ties, maybe Finland and Croatia we could have won if the players had that killer instinct. But that killer instinct in our players was missing. Prajnesh also could have won that match against Finland. You can prepare the players strategy-wise. How do you instill that killer instinct in your players?
So that's a very good question. I mean, so if you look at Croatia as a match, at the end of that match, the president and the vice president came up to me and said that I don't think people would have realized how close this match was. Unfortunately, we had a bad start in the first match. Otherwise, that could have taken a different turn, because second match, again, Ram played a great match. We prepared him well for Cilic. Both set he had set points. Unfortunately, could not convert. Finland, I would say, was a little surprising for us. Like I said, Davis Cup is full of surprises. The number 2 player, Virtanen, we were confident that we should be able to get him, but I think he played some of his best tennis. I mean, the captain later told me that probably was his best match ever that he played. So he rose to the occasion, and that's what I was telling about, that Davis Cup is full of surprises and home advantage. There was a huge crowd, with different bands, this, that, the other, prepping up their players, and the guy rose to the occasion. Doubles again, they had one of the best players in the world, former world number 1, playing doubles for them. So it was a very close match. We lost both tiebreakers, which were close. So, the matches, India is a team that on their day can beat anybody in the world. I truly believe that. But this is where, the big teams and the big, the top teams in the world segregated, you see 3 or 4 countries dominate, is because of the consistency that their players play to and rise to. And I think that is where India needs work, where we need to keep our performances, whether we're playing anywhere else. We need to have that consistency, and that's what we're talking about in preparing our players for the future. That a level down, should not surprise us, and we should be able to still overcome those challenges.
Super. I hope सबको सबके जवाब मिल गए हों और सवाल जवाब चलते रहेंगे डेविस कप फैन लाउंज में. मुझे अभी एक खुशखबरी भी मिली है कि सोशल मीडिया पे हम लोग ट्रेंड कर रहे हैं डेविस कप एट दिल्ली जिमखाना हैशटैग से. सो दैट्स अ बिग थिंग. तो प्लीज जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. आपने अब देखा, सबकी बातें सुनी. सो वी नो दैट द प्रेप is on for the Davis Cup 2020 in the best way possible. And what better way to enjoy the matches than the iconic views of the Delhi Gymkhana Club? I'm hoping to see all of you and the rest of the fans very soon. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. I am Megha, your host for the afternoon, signing off. Thank you. But before that, I would just quickly like to call Mr. Om Prakash ji. Pathak ji, sorry, my bad. Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, now that the formal press conference is over, I have a very special announcement to make, and I would request all of you to join in. Today also happens to be the birthday of Dr. Anil Jain. So please join us in wishing him a very happy birthday, and may God give him long life, a healthy life, and a life full of accomplishments. Now, before we start for the lunch, I will request you for a small cake cutting ceremony. It's very personal. Thank you very much.
इसीलिए आप चुपचाप बैठे थे
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.
एक लंबे इंतजार के बाद अब शुरू होने जा रहा है टेनिस का महासंग्राम, डेविस कप 2022। अब हल्ला बोलेगा इंडिया दिल्ली जिमखाना क्लब के ग्रास कोर्ट्स पर। इंडिया वर्सेस डेनमार्क 4 और 5 मार्च 2022 को भारत रचेगा टेनिस का नया इतिहास। Keep supporting Team India.
Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India. Indian Lawns welcomes the biggest tennis clash of the year after a long silence. Watch Team India in action for the Davis Cup, March 4th and 5th. Keep supporting Team India.